Hello, family, friends, and fans. I'm Fletcher Rhoden, and this is the Five and Dime Track by Track, part of the series called Fletcher Rhoden Track by Track, where I go through my albums and discuss them track by track. Maybe you're interested in this, maybe you're just stumbling upon it, and you're looking for something new, something interesting, music you haven't heard, music that might excite you, something new, for heaven's sake. Or maybe you're an old fan or an old friend, or maybe you're one of those consistent people who tune into everything. I don't know. Whoever you are, you're welcome here. We're looking at my 2005 to 2010 compilation called The Five and Dime, best of 2005 2010. It was my first CD that I issued through Amazon, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the first ones that I launched as a streaming album, and it was recently remixed, or not remixed, it was remastered through Audible in 2024. So what you're hearing is the best audio versions of this music that there is. I'm not going to say anything more about that. Okay, so right now we're in like album two, what would have been like a two album set, and this is songs from my Christian period, as I say, 2005, 2010. Those were my really the full flush of my spiritual journey, progressive Christianity. So it was, some people would say that's hardly Christianity at all. Other people would say it's the most Christian Christianity there is. Depends on who you are. I don't really care. So I was doing a lot of Christian based stuff, a lot of Bible stuff, but I also was doing a lot of secular stuff. And right now we're in the midst of a four-song, and that's not a suite because that's three songs, but it's sort of a four-song movement from an album called Imaginary Friend. And this is all personal stuff about tumult in my personal life at the time. This would have been like, as I say, yeah, 2006. So we're at a song now called Scenario. And like the other songs in this little clutch of tunes, started with the last one, Imaginary Friend, they all have a certain vibe, a certain feel, a certain sound. You know, like they all sound one of a piece. And they're big, there's lots of guitar, there's lots of bridges, there's lots of arrangement, they're expanded arrangements, they're long, these are long songs. So they all sort of feel like that. I think of it as a mini EP within another larger LP, actually two LPs, but whatever. So this thing, Scenario, um, like another song in this group of songs, I was having disputes with people close to me. One of them was this old friend of mine and band cohort, and it was just a problem. And I'd known the guy since I was three, so at that point, I guess I was something like 50, and that's a long time to know a person and then have it finally come apart. It didn't just all fall apart at once, but finally, when the end came, it took processing to deal with that. So this song is again about this guy. He was calling up, for example, he called up my mother, and he said, he called up Eva James, my friend, just to say, you better help Fletch or something like that. I don't know what he said to her. She never told me, but she told me he called, and then he said, "I want to talk to you about Fletch, but don't tell him I'm calling. Don't tell him I called. But I just met you a day ago, and I'm presuming to have your confidence when I've known this guy for 50 years, and you've known him for 20." And you've known me for 10 seconds. But anyway, so this guy going over my head, going behind my back, talking to people in my world, my family, my friends, and sharing these, you know, doom and gloom proclamations. That you can hear it in the lyrics of the song. You can say my tracks have jumped the train. You can say I've gone insane. You can say my tracks have jumped the train. You can tell, oh, that's something else. That's Sour Nothings. That's the next song. See, they all kind of blur together. But Scenario is definitely this guy going around saying, "Oh, uh, this is what he just foreseeing my doom, basically." I was fine, you know. So I didn't like it. I didn't like the guy talking behind my back. No one likes people talking behind their backs. And that's what I was getting a lot of with Imaginary Friend. You can hear it. You hear it in this song, Scenario. The next song, Sour Nothings. The song after that, Shiny Thing Good, is about something different, but we'll get to that. So why don't you listen for yourself? Check it out. The link to this song, Scenario, is under this video. Check it out. Tell me if you can't relate. Don't you have people talking behind your back? What do you know? Stay out of it. But again, these songs are as much about you as they are about me. So keep that in mind. When you're listening, have fun. Check out the whole record. Download the record. This is the best songs from 5 years worth of recording and performing and writing and in my home studio and live and in church, and it's good. So enjoy it. Check out this song and the analyses which follow. Until then.